Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I am Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for March 23rd through the 29th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. I have this guiding card as well. We're talking about spontaneous, being more in the spontaneous realm. This is all about just jumping into things without doing all the normal checks and balances we sometimes do. And we're going to be a little more off the cuff and handling things on the fly, okay? So that's kind of fun. It adds a little razzmatazz to the whole deal, right? So don't be nervous, don't be afraid. It's going to be all right. A couple of other notes from my better angels. We would like everybody to sort of do a lot of self-care. So if you can work out, period, physically work out, that would be great. But whatever it was you started with in the beginning of the month, that maybe may have been your old go-to whatever method of working out and dieting or whatever, we want to add another element. It's time to add another element. Change it up a little bit. Give it a little interest. Give it a little zip. That is maybe a new walking path or a new way of doing things. Or, you know, we want to just make it more interesting, okay? The more interesting you make it, the better it will be for you, because you get bored easily, and we don't want that. We don't want you to stop doing this. We want you to realize you could really make this into something good for you for the long haul if you just sort of do this one thing, right? If you just change it up a little. And then maybe it's something you can change back. You know, one of those things where we'll spend a month doing it like this, and then we'll spend a month doing it like that, da-da-da-da-da, or every 2 weeks we switch it back and forth. Whatever you need to do to make it more interesting and doable for yourself, and then watch and see what kind of results you get. It'll be good. All right? So, cool. Now then, we've talked about your physical self and self-care, whatever that means to you, mental, emotional, and physical. Do whatever you need to on all those 3 fronts. Let's talk about the other thing we wanted to talk about, which is last month, we stayed in our lane. We were staying we were like, okay, we got to pull ourselves back in for our own protection. We got to make sure everything is going right and that we're handling our business for us. Now we want to make sure that as long as we were doing that, that was cool, but now we need to keep an ear out. Just one, okay? Just poke one ear out, boop, to make sure that we're hearing about what's going on out there, okay? Now we need to take that information in and run it through all the checks and balances to figure out still what's ours, what's not ours, what needs to be reacted to, what needs to be heard, what needs to be understood. We might need to do a little homework based on what we're hearing. This is just for our own protection, because when I go for walks, I wear one earbud so I can hear all the birds and all the other things going on around me so that I don't get run over by a car. Simple, small stuff. Same idea, only on a bigger scale. So we want to make sure we're keeping an eye on the global world around us and everything that usually makes us totally insane. Just one ear, like I said, only one ear. I don't want you to make yourself crazy anymore than I want to make me crazy. But we need to at least be aware of what's happening around us, okay? I don't want us to be taken aback when things get weird, which they may. And so we want to be at least ready for it, okay? So, excellent. Let's get into the cards. All right. These are the cards from the overview video. We are talking about, we're going to go ahead and add these cards, which have been pre-programmed for you. Oh, that's good news. All right. So, let's see what we have here. We have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is showing us that there is something that we are feeling like a little upset that the 9 of Swords is always about power and control over a situation. We don't really want to be in charge or in control because we had a bad experience before. Realize that you're still the best person for the job because of the past experience you had. Now you're better prepared. You know what to say, you know what to do, you know how to react better. So you are better equipped to do the job now than you ever were before. And that is going to be more important than ever, okay? The Magician shows up to tell me that also you have all the tools at your disposal and you can make anything you want happen that you want to, okay? So you are prepared for all of it. And that is so great. We want to see you take your tools out and use them while you're handling this little bit of power situation where they asked you to handle it. Oh, look, you even have a supporter. Somebody in your world who is going, this is the Lover's card, this is a partner who is going to be helping you carry the load. You don't have to do it all by yourself. There's somebody who will be there next to you and saying, okay, no, this is the next right thing, or this is how we, no, maybe we should reword that so that it comes out a little differently, okay? So we're going to have that extra support that we do need, okay? Very nice. I like that you have support and tools. You have tools and support, perfect. Because you don't have a lot of choices. This is not a lot of choices on the table right now. You're kind of like, oh, what? How do I decide? Well, there's nothing to decide. There are no choices. And that is a block for you. You prefer having options. The foundation of your ideas is not happening here. You don't have a strong feeling or idea of how this should go, per se. That's one of the problems, is that you haven't got a strong vision of what it should look like. You know from your past experience that it can be like this or it can be like that, but you're going to learn, oh, I don't know, we're going to have to be spontaneous. Be spontaneous, be in the moment, and experience the moment for what it is, okay? So don't try and put this thing in a box. Flow with it, okay? The Four of Swords, showing the foundation of power, isn't what you think it is either. It is sort of half-assed power. So somebody is still going to stand around and go, well, this is how it's going to go. And you're like, but I thought you told me I was in charge of this situation. They're like, nope. This is how it's going to go. And you're like, oh, great, cool. So it's a false identity here, a false power. They're giving you a false power, suggesting that, oh, maybe you'll be in charge here, getting you going on it, and then probably trying to pull the wool out from under you, right? Pull the carpet out from under you and leave you like, oh, well, it's not for me after all. So that blows. Then you'll be getting new information about power, which is probably the one that says, guess what? You're not going to be the one after all. So pay attention to the new information that comes down the pike. This could be to do with something else, which is very uplifting and good. I do see this as better information, like new, better information that is actually helping you be like, okay, cool. Well, this thing is going sideways, and I'm not necessarily in charge. And you're like, oh, okay, I don't have to be in charge. If I don't, they're going to put you in a position where you think you're in charge, you're handling it, then they come and take it all away from you, and you go, okay, well, here's the reins, go away now. Take the reins and leave. I'm going to go collect this information, which is good news, fabulous. The Ten of Cups, family will be involved. There's good news about the family. There might be a family gathering or people coming together in a very positive way. This is great news. I like that very much. And of course, the Six of Wands, taking your ideas and sharing them in a very positive way, which is nice. There's like leading yourself towards victory. You're getting where you need to go. You're getting your ideas heard. You're teaching people in some way, and everyone is hearing you and your voice. Okay? So that's really nice. It's a really nice end to a hectic week. This is hectic. These blocks are, they feel very finite. They feel like somebody genuinely standing in your way saying, no, this is not really happening. You're not really in charge. You're not really doing that. And you're like, here, it's yours. Perfect. I don't want it anyway. And by them saying you're not, you say you're right. I'm not. Here you go. I'm done. Bye. And you release yourself from it instantly. The minute, and then the block is gone. And you're like, ah. So here's the weight of the world on you, doing your thing, trying to make the best of it. Somebody saying it's not yours. Fine, take it. Released. And now here you are, flying high with light bulbs, like balloons, right? Very nice. It's the Page of Swords, new information about power coming to you at something else, doing something else. It has nothing to do with all of this. And then you'll be coming together with family of some sort in the process. This could be chosen family as much as real family. And of course, leading yourself to victory. So Nice. I like the way that turned out. That's very good. And we're going to get this message from the cosmos, because, you know, they're watching, they're seeing. Let's see what we got for you, Aries, for this particular week. It's right there. All right, that's the one. Okay. Now then, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. So give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing, right? You have done a great job. You did everything in front of you. You gave it away on the spot, and you started getting on with the rest of your life as soon as it was gone. Perfect. All right. So yeah, things came, things went, and now you're on your own. Now you're on your way again. So, damn, you are doing great, Aries. You are just pushing through every little obstacle that comes your way. You just kind of do a good thing. Do the next right thing. Perfect. Love that for you. This is such good stuff for you, Aries. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks. All right. So, we have smoky quartz, we have carnelian, and we have aventurine. Very cool. So smoky quartz is going to help you release things that you don't need. This whole thing, you're like, oh, sure, take it. It's yours. Oh, you want this? This big pile steaming project that I'm trying to make work? Fine. Goodbye. And you just take up all your tools and leave, because you don't need to hang out, and you aren't going to help these people with whatever it is if they're going to be all weird about it and take it away from you. So you didn't have a choice to begin with, and now they're taking it all away. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm out. I don't have to be here, and I don't have to do this. So bye. And that's great. So you're going to take your toys, you're releasing it with ease, and your creativity, of course, was Mac Daddy super strong at this time, where you were creating what you needed to when you thought it was yours to deal with. But now you're good, and you don't have to have it be that way. Ta-da! It's not that kind of situation anymore. Very nice. And your higher heart. This is aventurine, and it's all about your higher heart and healing your higher heart and helping you hear the wonderful voice of your higher heart and its personal song that says, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking about. And it has two sides to itself. So the higher heart is usually made up of orange and blue, and orange and blue stones together come together to make the masculine and the feminine sides of our higher heart. The feminine side dreams things up, that's the blue side, and then the orange side actually does the work. That's the masculine side. So when they're working in tandem, everything gets dreamed up and then made happen, right? So we have now a situation where aventurine just goes in there and calms everything right down. It's like, okay, okay, the creative and the active are all calming down, because mostly you've had all your masculine side going haywire here, and we need to calm that right down, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the aventurine step in and calm that right down for us so that we can move forward more carefully, all right? Excellent. I'm going to leave those stones right there. You don't have to carry them if you don't want to. You can carry anything you like. Let me know what you got. I would love to hear about it and see how they're helping you. And if these ones here are the ones you choose to carry and they do help you, please tell me how it goes. I would love to hear how things are going. And if any part of this reading is working for you, please comment below. Let me know how that is, because I would love to hear about that. All right? If you haven't liked and subscribed, it's completely free to do so, and it really helps my little channel grow. I appreciate the one and the all of you, and we will talk next week, about next month, which is April. Okay? We'll see you then. Thank you.